Hello, this is Marcus Giuliano from Aromatime Bistro. Aromatime Bistro is located in Ellenville, New York, which is an hour and a half north of New York City in the beautiful and historic Hudson Valley. You can find all of my videos at marcusg.com, and you can find all about me at chefonamission.com. That's where you can find out who I am and what I do, and my mission and my passion in the culinary world, in the restaurant world, the health world especially. Today I'm going to talk about a scam in the advertising editorial world. The first thing to know is that we get a lot of articles written about us because we do a lot of noteworthy things. And a lot of people will call me and say, "Oh, Marcus, I saw your ad." Back up. It's not an ad, it's an editorial, okay? Editorial is where you do something noteworthy and a reporter comes in and wants to write about you. An ad is where you pay a check, write a check, and they actually will, based on whatever size box you want, whatever time you write a check, that's where they say, "Okay, tell us, put in there whatever you want about your restaurant. But the best pizza place, the best burger, I can do whatever I want in that box that I'm paying for." Okay, the other part is, the editorial is where they come in and actually write a story on you because you're that best pizza place or the best burger place or the best wine bar. So that's how that works. So two different things. Editorial, you don't pay for. An ad, you pay for, okay? So, there are certain magazines out there, newspapers too, that actually will say, "We'll write a story on you, Marcus, or whatever restaurant, but we want you to take an ad as well. See, if you don't place an ad, we're not going to write a story about you, because that's how we operate. Okay, we give preference to the people who place ads." Doesn't sound fair, does it? It's not fair. It's a scam. If consumers deserve, if somebody's doing something legitimate and something fair, and write about them. But if you're not going to write about them because they're not paying money to be in the magazine, you're only gypping the consumer, the reader of the magazine, okay? I'll talk about a story lately, something that just basically happened that I was really, really upset with. Magazine called The Hook. Very well put together magazine, by the way, too. The editor was in. I don't even know her name here, but that's her right there. I don't know if you can see her because I'm got the camera on, did it myself and ran around here and sitting down, so nobody's in the studio with me today to focus in. So she comes in the restaurant, introduces herself. I'm at home doing something on a Saturday afternoon. My staff is here, some of my staff. "Oh, this editor, this reporter wants to write a story on you. Hurry down, because she says she's in a hurry, she's on the timeline." So I come down, start talking to her, shows me the magazine, and she up front, first she says, "Tell me about your restaurant." As I'm telling her about the restaurant, she cuts me off in about 30 seconds, a minute. She says, "Just want to be up front with you. We don't write stories unless you place an ad." I looked at her, and I said, "Well, I'm not going to place an ad because I don't really place ads. I spend a lot of money on advertising. I advertise to the people who've come into my restaurant through my emails and through offers and through postcards and newsletters. And I really very seldom will take an ad. It's just as a token because of because of what I do, because of what the publication is. Like the Shadowland Theater, I take an ad in that." So she basically demands an ad, and I said, I'm not going to do an ad. So she's like, "I have to get to my next appointment. I got to go. I need my check." So I give her check. She orders 2 coconuts. Now the waitress who waited on her is pregnant, and very pregnant, okay? Very pregnant. This lady doesn't even leave a tip for my pregnant waitress here. Doesn't even leave a tip. Just really, really I felt very unprofessional. There's been other places that have told me that too. A local newspaper told me that here. Didn't tell me that. The salesperson or somebody told somebody else, "Well, we really can't write an article on Marcus because he doesn't really advertise with this anymore." That was a local newspaper. But when we first opened, that was very blatantly explained to me by Hudson Valley Table. Hudson Valley Table, the authority on food and restaurants in the Hudson Valley here, that was explained to me up front that they preference people who advertise. We've been open 8 years. I've had one article where I share with other people in that magazine. I don't understand. Well, now I do understand. They just don't preference somebody like me who won't spend $400-500 an ad or $200 an ad, whatever they are. You know, so it's really misleading when media does that. And I don't think it's fair when magazines like The Hook and I don't even have a Hudson Valley Table magazine here. I haven't even seen one in a long time. I don't think it's fair when they do that. Okay, I think consumers are missing out on a lot of possible potential, and they're missing out because somebody has opened their pocketbook, their checkbook, to pay to get their article in there. Okay, I feel it's extremely unfair. How do you guys feel about that? Okay, shame on The Hook, shame on Hudson Valley Table. On the other hand, Hudson Valley Magazine, I placed like one ad in there. I don't even know if I placed an ad there. They write about me 2-3 times a year. I love Hudson Valley Magazine. They do a great job when it comes to that, and I get a lot of great honors in there and votes for you know, best restaurant and stuff like that, best wine list, best vegetarian, best, you know, got a lot of good stuff from them, and they give me a lot of play. You know, I kind of feel bad I haven't advertised with them. So what's your opinion? Weigh in, leave a comment, and is it fair? Is it fair as you as a consumer? Don't look at it as me as a business person, but as you as a consumer, do you want to read from people who have paid to get into the magazine, or do you want to read because a reporter, an editor has done their job and researched somebody who's done something interesting and noteworthy and charitable, okay, or trendy, fashionable, whatever it is? What do you want to read? What do you guys want to read? I'm Marcus Julian. I'm a chef on a mission, and find all my videos at marcusg.tv. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.